This is Colle Morino, Montepulciano d'Abruzzo 2009 from Barba. This is classic red wine from southern Italy. Montepulciano d'Abruzzo is a wine that everybody enjoys. It always has really nice fruit. It's always very, very nice and forward and easy to enjoy. At Barba, they take it a little bit more seriously and they bring it up to another level. I was fortunate enough to be able to visit there recently. The vineyards are all on these beautiful hillsides right above the Adriatic Sea. And so what you basically have is this really sun-drenched southern Italian landscape, but because of the altitude of these hills and because of the proximity to the sea, the climate is tempered, and so the grapes develop slowly. You might have a much longer growing season than you would ordinarily have. At Barba, consulting enologist Stefano Chioccioli works with these wines, and he's very careful to make sure that the yields are low enough so that the grapes have good concentration. Then he does some very careful oak barrel aging. This wine is aged in oak barriques for just 4 months. And you would think, well, maybe that's really not going to have much of an effect. But in fact, it brings a whole other dimension to a wine that would be ostensibly just kind of simple and fruity. It gives it depth and more dimension and more complexity. And you get it right away on the nose because I've got black cherry, I've got black plum, but I've also got a little bit of a little smoky, toasty nuance, some nice licorice notes. Let's taste. So on the palate, it's really nice and rich. Tannins are very supple. Get a lot of that black cherry. A little bit more of the licorice coming through, some plums. But then you get just a little bit of this sort of roasted nut character that comes across. And then something a little bit like, something a little smoky, a little bit toasty. Just gives it another kind of a little bit of extra character carrying it through. And it also suggests that, there's sort of more to this wine that will continue to unfold as it ages a little bit. Right now it's pretty young, but as I say, it's still pretty supple, showing beautifully, but probably another couple of years you'll get a lot more out of this wine. Enjoy.